Very good. Okay, till last credit here comes at you guys with our latest review in our Oscar special. Our Oscar nominations, we're reviewing all the 2018 Oscar nominations, and this week we're going to be doing Call You By Your Name. I'm Darren Miller Jr., and I'll be your host, and I'm joined by Miller Farrow.
I'm doing good.
And I am joined by no one else except for Miller, because we are the only two people who have actually seen the movie. So, yeah, Call You By Your Name. Miller, explain, what is Call You By Your Name about? Like, what is it about?
Call Me By Your Name is about 17-year-old Elio, played by 22-year-old Timothy Chalamet. And it's about the summer where he meets Oliver, and they develop a romantic relationship, and we get to see how that progresses throughout the entire summer and how it affects both of them and the people around them to a degree.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, and it's based off of a book by some dude, and I'm trying to look this up. Should I have this brought up earlier? But hold on, by Andre Achman, and it's directed by Luca G, and it's written by James Ivory. So, yeah, I really like this. I mean, Miller, for you, I mean, this was one of your most anticipated movies of all time or of the year, because you loved seeing this trailer. Well, actually, you loved seeing this trailer on YouTube because you never got to see the trailer in the theater.
Yeah, I never saw it in the theater.
I was not looking forward to this movie that much, and I'm pretty sure I saw the trailer for this movie twice. So, in theater,
I think I heard the end of it when I was going into Battle of the Sexes, but I could never confirm.
But yeah, he finally got to see it. We also were seeing to see who would see it first, and I got to see it first. So,
yeah, it comes out a month. It came out a month later, where I am as opposed to Darren. But that also seemed like it was a poor distribution on Sony's Pictures part, because the movie's not doing the best at the box office. But
no.
I think it'll do. I guess it's doing well enough for. It's like the budget's only like $3 million or something.
It's made, the budget's $3 million. It's made $17.8 million. So, if you're a mathematician and a box office expert, you figure that out. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed this movie a lot more than I thought I would, because I mean, look, the trailers look charming and everything, but I just wasn't my excitement wasn't on Miller's level. But I was hearing a lot of buzz. I think this movie first premiered at Sundance. And Sundance 2017. So this movie was premiered at Sundance. There was a lot of buzz coming out of it, and a lot of pundits and critics that I liked really were cheering for this movie going all the way through. And I eventually got to see it, and man, is this movie just not only is it just one of the best Italy commercials you will ever see in your entire life, because you when you see this movie, you're gonna be like, I want to go to Italy. But it is a fantastic love story. It's a love story. It's a fantastic movie about finding out who you are. It's a fantastic coming-of-age story. I mean, it is just such a good human tale about these two people. And like how Miller said, how it affects everybody else. And the performances are fantastic. I mean, there's something at the end of this movie that is just so heartbreaking, but really solidifies him as just this fantastic actor. And it's not he doesn't say a word. It's just you're just watching his face for 4 minutes.
Not throughout the entire movie does he say a single line of dialogue.
I'm talking about a certain scene.
Yeah.
It's like Shape of Water. Except, Armie Hammer's not a fish man. But, or is he? But, yeah, it's, he's a Batman. But,
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. But, yeah, I mean, it's just, and also, this movie also is a fantastic selling point of Armie Hammer as Batman, because when you see Armie Hammer, you're just like, that's Bruce Wayne. That should be Bruce Wayne. But, yeah, I mean, speaking of Armie Hammer, he's great. His back and forth with Elio is great. I mean, Michael Stuhlbarg steals this movie for me. I mean, Michael Stuhlbarg has had one of the best years in recent years, because what he did in Shape of Water, The Post, and this movie, and there's the trailers. He has a speech with Elio, and I don't want to spoil or anything, but he has a speech with Elio that in the trailers I was just like, this is going to go a way that I think it's going to go, but they don't do that in this movie, and the speech goes a completely different way, and it's wonderful. It's heartbreaking, and it might bring a tear to your eye. I mean, this movie is just so fantastic. But Miller, what are your thoughts on Call Me by Your Name?
I think it's absolutely fantastic. I've seen it twice now, and both times, like, I felt more of a, like, it, the second time, like, I can feel the length, but it also was, like, I never felt like, it never felt like an issue for me. I always felt like, okay, what's going on screen matters and is vital to the story. But, yeah, just the way Luca G shoots this is so sensual, and you can feel I really think he should have gotten nominated for Best Director, because you can really feel his directing coming through the screen and, like, holding you, and you feel comfortable. And you're just like, and, like, yeah, you said the acting, like, there's no really weak point in this movie. Timothy Chalamet, he's my pick to win Best Actor. He won't, probably. But, I think he should. Yeah, because, this is very much his movie, and he, handles it really well. And, Armie Hammer and Michael Stuhlbarg, they are fantastic. Would you nominate Armie Hammer or Michael Stuhlbarg, if not both?
If I could do both, I would do both.
Same.
But just to, like, what you always say, spread the love. You know, make sure everybody gets nominated in, like, a certain pool. Like, not two people from a certain movie, but I think
that's fine. It just depends on the performances in the movie.
See, I don't know, because I think I would nominate Stuhlbarg, because, like, Armie Hammer is in the movie more, but it's just, like, the impact Stuhlbarg leaves with that speech, I think that's something that's going to stay with you a little bit more. Yeah, so I think I'd
say Armie Hammer, but I totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But,
oh, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, and the cinematography is absolutely beautiful. Like, you've never seen an egg look better. You're just like, how did they shoot it like this?
You've never seen egg look better. You've never seen food look better. Trees, everything in this. Look better. But everything in this movie is just like, it just looks better.
Yeah, it's so, like Darren said, it's a perfect Italy commercial. You just, right after watching, you just want to get on a plane and go. But yeah, it's such a beautiful movie about first love and just the impact that leaves, and just how, because, like, when Armie Hammer and Timothy Chalamet's characters, when, like, they fully develop them the way the movie's intending for the whole time, you're just like, wow, that's really fucking beautiful. And that happens a lot with, like, it's relatable with people who are in love, and you're just like, damn.
Do you think it took a little long to them getting together? Or
no, because I think it, like, we'll just go, we're going into spoilers, but, I think because they both wanted the same thing, you just needed to develop that well enough to get it to the point to where it felt earned, because they just both had their different, like, because Oliver appeared as this very confident, like, man, but he wasn't, per se, like, he had a lot of insecurities, as Elio did, like him putting himself down constantly. So they were more similar than either of them expected them, or expected the other to think of them. So I think it made sense.
Okay, because, like, some of the pacing, like, this movie does. There's a certain block in this movie that I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm starting to doze. But the rest of it they handled.
Or was that?
I haven't seen it in a few weeks, but it was a little before the party scene. It was somewhere in between there where I was just like, this is starting to. You know when they're dancing on the floor?
You mean where Armie Hammer has his dance?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah. But I mean, other than that, like, I mean, I think the movie does handle itself pretty well, pacing wise.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah, go. No, you're good.
No, you go ahead.
But also, I was wanting to ask you, if you had to, if Luca G had got nominated, who would you take out?
Either Greta Gerwig or Del Toro.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about Nolan, but then I was just like,
I don't think I could do that.
I couldn't, because like Dunkirk is something else. Like it's an experiment, so I can't do that.
Yeah. All directing. Like, I mean, obviously a lot of things go into making a movie, but like that is like,
I mean, he's the star.
Singular vision. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, this actor's in it. People are going to see the movie. Like, people are going to see the movie because of how Nolan is making it the way he is.
Yeah. Wait,
I mean, I don't think it should have. I mean, I don't know. Like, this is kind of weird. I could see why it didn't, but I also think I could have seen this getting nominated for best costume design. Because like they're just clothes, but they're a very important part of the movie.
Yeah, and like they all like it all kind of defines the character in a way.
Yeah, like this is very much like if you want a movie with good fashion tips for go watch Call Me by Your Name.
Italy is the shit.
Yeah.
That's what Call You by Your Name is. Just that should be. Oh yeah. Also, before we close this out, I think a sequel to this. I think this movie literally builds itself up for a sequel. I can understand people saying, because I say this sometimes about a lot of movies, that some movies just tie themselves up nicely in a bow, and that's your story. But I think this movie, I could see a sequel coming like that. 10 years down the line, 5 years down the line, hell, if they don't even want to age them up, 2 years, because I think they could also do something like. Well, before I say that, are you down with the sequel?
Yes, but I also can see why someone would say they don't want a sequel.
Yeah, but I can see them doing like, because there's a Netflix show, The Crown. They're going back in time, so they changed out the actors. I could see them possibly doing that with Call You by Your Name if they wanted to jump 10 years and maybe.
Well, it'd be like Luca G said he wants Timothy Chalamet to be 25.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, just wait 3... Okay, yeah, so they can just wait 3 years and then go, yeah, okay, yeah, fuck yeah, make the sequel. Yeah, I think the sequel is something. Because, like, how have they changed? He's with his wife, does he still have feelings for Elio? It's just like, yeah.
Because he was, like, a very impulsive character, so I'd be curious to see, like, how that would develop. And I think, like, a sequel is, like, characters that I really grew to love and a world I didn't really want to leave. Mm-hmm. So it's like there's like I think the ending is like so perfect that you're just like you're not sure if you want to touch that, but I think it's like they could do it in a way where it still respects the ending, but also.
The thing is with the ending, I was just like, I want to see what happens next. I want to see what happens to Elio. How does he recover? Is he still happy? Yeah. I want to see. So I'm down for a sequel. I mean, like, could you make America look sexy too? Like, could you make America New York look really exciting and like make it another postcard? Like, could you do that too? So
I didn't even think about it being in fucking America. Oh my god!
So that'd be great. But yeah, I'm down with the sequel. I mean, if they don't do one, they don't do one. Also, how many Oscar movies do you get sequels? So. I think that'd be different. And even if it's that good, like if the sequel's that good, imagine a sequel getting nominated. Like, come on.
Could be if it won Best Picture, would it be the second sequel to win Best Picture?
What was the first Godfather part?
I don't know if there's anything in between that, but I don't think there was.
I doubt it.
I mean, but that's way down the line. But like that'd be cool because like sequels are generally looked as like not being as good. But I think like the way Luca, how passionate he is about it.
Yeah, because he won't shut up about it.
Yeah. Like I don't know if we need 5. That might be a little much.
Yeah.
But
that would be.
I think 1 or 2. Like if he has like a masterful plan, like I believe James Cameron has Avatar. Like, I think that would be pretty cool. And he made like a franchise that like, and they're all like expertly crafted films. Like, yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see. 5, I mean, that's very different, and like, it's really because I mean that'd be like the Before Sunset trilogy or the Sunset.
Yeah, before that's what I think of when I think of Before trilogy.
Yeah, because I mean you would literally be following these characters through, and that I mean like you don't have characters like either. Like there isn't really at least from what I know, there isn't a franchise like this with gay characters. So that would be different. So I mean that's something they could go after, but I mean 3, yes, trilogy, sure, sequel, sure.
Yeah, this is a world and characters that like what people say with Get Out is like I think these characters and the world they crafted is like instantly iconic.
Yes. So yeah, I mean I'm down for a sequel. Miller's down for a sequel. And Miller, any closing thoughts on Call You by Your Name?
Incredible movie. Probably maybe the only movie this year that actually that I was looking forward to that much that lived up to my expectations. Especially when I wasn't the biggest fan of Bigger Splash, which was the director's last film. So I was really worried it wasn't going to be that. But I think with that, I just didn't connect to the character as well, whereas other people did. But yeah, such a sensual movie, and I loved the characters, the fashion, just everything about it was exactly what I wanted it to be.
All right, and my closing thoughts, I really enjoyed the movie. It wasn't my most anticipated thing ever, but it's nice to be pleasantly surprised by a movie, and this was definitely one of them. I want to go to Italy one day because of this movie. And yeah, I want to see more from Elio and more from Oscar. Oliver. Aha. Yeah, I want to see more from both those characters.
That's correct.
And these actors. I need to see The Bigger Splash. I did not know Luca G did that movie. I really want to.
Oh, fucking boring.
I still want to see it because I mean
it's worth seeing. I think it's worth seeing because I think it's a movie that like I said I didn't connect with it, but it's very well acted, very well shot. That it's just if you connect with the characters, you're in for a treat.
Okay, I need to see that. But yeah, I really enjoyed Call You by Your Name, and that was our Call You by Your Name review. Please let us know what you thought about Call You by Your Name. If you're looking forward to seeing Call You by Your Name, please let us know in the comment section below. If you think that it should win that Oscar on May 4th, let us know as well.
March 4th.
March 4th. I said March 4th. I did not say August 4th. I said March 4th.
Said May 4th.
I said May 4th?
You said May 4th the first day.
Oh, I think I have Infinity War in my mind. Sorry. Also, you can check out our Phantom Thread review. You said what?
This is my Infinity War.
You can check out our Phantom Thread review, our Dunkirk review, our Get Out review, and our 3 Billboards review. And next week we'll have...
Phantom Thread.
I said Phantom Thread. That was one of the first
ones.
Oh,
you did? Okay. I missed that.
And next week we will have either The Darkest Hour or whatever we come up with that we need to review next. All leading up to the Oscars on March 4th. I'll say it again. Fuck. So you can find us at Till Less Credit. Find Miller Farrow at Miller Farrow. At Till Less Credit on Twitter. You can find Miller Farrow at Miller Farrow on Twitter. Find me at Darren Lacey Jr.'s Reviews and at Darren Lacey Jr. on Twitter. And with that being said, goodbye. Or how do you say goodbye in Italy? Ciao. That's probably not it. Fuck it.